This little video will help you think about at least one idea of how you might present standard arguments that you show or develop in an essay with the help of some visual material. I've suggested a poster, but you might also think about a interactive poster in the form of something like a Prezi as just one example. You can click on the link that is available online and then start up this Prezi that I created about an example of one siege during the era of the Reformation. This Prezi is one canvas rather than a series of slides, and on this canvas are many different frames which highlight an image or text or a combination of the two. We can get this started by going to the large frame, and we will now be in full screen mode. And in full screen mode, you're going to get a number of other additional options. To look at the entire canvas, go to the Home button. This is my entire presentation here. And what I am going to be presenting in this Prezi, if I were to provide it to you as a lecture, would be a contrast between two different points of view concerning the siege of Anabaptist Münster in 1534 and 1535. To highlight the differences, I have created some contrasting frames, and in each frame, a series of themes that I can then discuss, or you could discuss in a related Prezi perhaps, in an essay. You can click on frames, and then they will come into focus. This is one frame that focuses on Anabaptist Münster in the context of other early modern cities under siege, and also what I consider a standard interpretation about the siege of Anabaptist Münster. That standard interpretation considers or presents Anabaptists as though they were deviants or fanatics. And this frame here highlights a primary source, a common interpretation, and a timeline of significant points of interest, events, and also some literature, historiographical literature. Then, if I want to go back to the view overall with the Prezi, I can look at some alternatives. And for example, I have in this frame highlighted some differences, and you can zoom out and zoom in with your cursor or trackpad. You can drag the screen over, and you can also use arrow keys on your keyboard to move between options and views. This is a brief introduction to Prezis, and also, incidentally, to the theme of the Siege of Münster in 1534 and 1535.